Yo, 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 what's good? What's good? Another
No
episode of the social experiments. How you doing,
social
Nova?
experiment. I feel great, and I'm wondering why we don't call our people the socialites, but we'll talk about that later.
The
I
socialites.
yes, I feel amazing. I feel grateful. I feel like my central nervous system is calm.
Sorry, that socialite thing was wild. But go
I
ahead.
love it. We're gonna do a poll. I feel like my central nervous system is calm. I feel happy.
Central nervous system.
Yes. So
Wow.
when you're stressed out and you're overwhelmed, it puts your nervous system in that like activated mode where you feel alert, you feel like you're constantly on, you feel like you can't relax, and I feel soothed and calmed.
And then your screen freezes.
No,
That's the part where the screen freezes like you.
but I feel really
The
good.
screen
Like
literally just did the whole freeze.
it says, "Zoop." See, Joy like socialites. I
Good.
appreciate you, Joy. Um, but yeah, so that's how I feel. I feel really, really good. I'm in Baltimore right now. I'm spending time with my best friend of literally 30 years. Um, I got a
Beautiful
chance to
thing.
right? I got a chance to hang out with my new nephew who's turning 1. It's been like a great. I've been on the road since last week, but it's been a great road trip.
It's been a nice little run, right?
And I go home tomorrow for work.
Oh, yes. Okay, well, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to see how everything's going, how you feeling,
I feel
get in
great.
touch with you know what I'm saying? I'm just overworked and underpaid. It's the usual story with me. I
Her
don't have
return
no
reclaim status.
I don't have any exciting weekend stories to tell because right now I have relegated my life to work. You know what I'm saying? So that's where we at with that. Let's see these comments. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? Joy, Jeep, Kevin. Hey,
Yeah.
don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to hit the like button and share this out. We need this growth because this thing has been sitting in the wrong numbers for a long time now.
But you know what? We had some growing numbers last week because I had some new people who subscribed.
No, I see the new subs, but we need a lot more
We do.
because this thing needs to become monetized. Excuse me. This thing needs to become monetized. In order to do that, we need to get to 1,000.
Yes.
And that's just what it is. So subscribing is free. 6.4K people following me, 5,000 friends, and I see like 1,000 people watching the thing via the Facebook. It ain't nothing to find the link in the bio on the Facebook profile. What's up, Duchess? And go from that and hit, you know what I'm saying, do all the things, like, share, subscribe, all the social media shenanigans so we could continue on to grow this thing. But anyway, so it's been, we had an interesting, it's interesting how this conversation actually came up.
Yeah.
Because this was one of those things where it was like, we actually took it by comments that we seen from one of the group posts, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. Wasn't it like one of the posts and people was like, oh my God. Like people was having different ideas of how you should function
at an event,
in a play party. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, my thing is I just was on some shit where I'm like, if I'm gonna come to an event, why am I gonna come to an event and not actually do anything? You understand what I'm saying? So that's my
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
I think our Facebook feed is acting trippy. I just saw something weird. Let me check it out.
And I'm glad that we're talking about this because it's it's really nuanced. Like there's so many levels to it. There's so
Yes.
many, like things that we have to consider. Like you're not guaranteed play when you go to a play party, but do you just go to a play party to party or do you go to
Time out.
play?
Is your audio screwy or is it these headphones? I just need to know. Because I'm
Everything has been
listening
smooth
to
on my
you.
end.
People, how are y'all hearing Nova? Is she sounding like she's breaking up a little bit or is she sounding crisp on y'all end? I'm just
Yeah.
asking because I need to know. Because I know these headphones was having some interesting moments before. So I need to know, And I got somebody DMing me saying, is the show on?
That's because we be late a little bit.
So I just let them know.
Okay,
Show's
Joy said
on,
everything
people.
sounds good. Everybody said we sound good.
Right. Let me see. So that's the thing with that. Apologize, trying to let other people know that this is actually happening and all this stuff at the same time, multitasking at its best, ladies and gentlemen, or the lack thereof, whichever one you would like to call it. I like to call it the lack thereof sometimes because that's what it be.
Facts.
But anyway.
But yeah, it's a really nuanced topic that we're going to be talking about tonight, and we need to hear everybody's perspective because I think everyone who's watching has attended events, and I know that I've experienced people complain about events or be really excited about events, and like what makes it a good event, what makes it a not good event.
Right. And that's exactly the point. Like when I speak on this, I'm not saying that anybody's entitled to anything. The thing that I'm speaking of is there seems to be a new culture where people just come and they spend the entire time just sitting around and socializing, which is cool if it's like your first time. But if you've been going for years, it's like, I'm not judging, but I kind of am. Because I'm looking like, why you come all the way out here just to sit here and stare in motherfuckers' face and then they're the same ones who will be sitting there giving colored commentary on what somebody doing. You understand what I'm saying?
That's definitely true. There's a lot of judgment for people who play at events, and I think that's why some people are really hesitant to play at events, and I think that's part of what changes the environment and the tone of the environment.
Right. Because who wants to hear you sitting there getting your swang on in the background? You got people shucking and chucking and doing whatever else, giving their 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? It's like, who wants to sit back and listen to all of that? You know what I'm saying? So It's like, I want to be in an environment like this is my attitude. You can, like, if it's a club, you can come to the club, chill in the social area. But my thing is, if you're in the play area, you should at least be there with some kind of intent. You understand what I'm saying? Because to just be there as a spectator, now you're making the people who are actually coming, they paid their money to have a good time and have a play session or two or whatever the case may be. And they're not getting that because they can't enjoy it fully because you got people shucking and chucking in the background.
Now, shucking and chucking is different than voyeurs, right? Because I think a voyeur is different than someone who's like back there having a social conversation while people are playing and that can interrupt the flow for sure.
Right. But see, that's my point. Is it's one thing, totally one thing, if what you're doing is saying, look, you there, you're in the background, you're chilling. What's up, De Silva? You're chilling, taking it easy, and all of that good stuff, and you're just watching. That's cool. You might even have a woman next to you, and watching that situation is stimulating y'all. So now y'all are starting to kind of get a little touch. You might not even go all the way, but you might just start a little touch something. That's cool. But my thing is when you're in these social spaces, as far as these play social spaces, lines like, shut the fuck up when people is doing them.
Yeah.
Let them do what they got to do. Like, you got women commenting on the peen. You got women commenting on this, that, and the third. Because honestly, really, most of the time, that's who I hear the women.
Really?
You don't really hear, I don't really, because the men don't care. The men is too busy trying to see what they could get into. They're not thinking about what somebody else doing. But a lot of times, especially when the women come single, they come and they're watching and they're whispering with their girlfriend and they kick and chucking and chucking. Oh yeah, and it's like,
or like you see people and like they see each other and they're like loudly greeting each other, like, "Hey, where you been? I remember last time." It's like, okay, like, please be quiet because you're interrupting the play space.
Yeah, like this ain't the place for that. Go do your welcome home, arrivals downstairs. Go do that shit somewhere else where nobody can hear you. Nobody can, like you do that you do that in the spaces where that should be done.
Yeah.
That's not something you should be doing in the spaces where it's, literally meant for people to be enjoying themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's distracting. Now you got all this shit going on and that's annoying. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be, if I'm in my mode, I'm in my zone, I don't want to hear y'all sitting up there. Listen, take that shit somewhere else. If y'all ain't getting down too, then, you could do your regular shit downstairs. Like, to just sit there and see what's up. It's corny. Like, when I come, even if I'm by myself and I come into an area like that, I'm coming there on a hunt. I'm coming to check out the talent. But a lot of times the talent is too busy shucking and chucking, so they ain't really fucking. You understand what I'm saying? So in that shit, it's like, all right. And the thing is, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of talk. Like, when you first walk up, you understand what I'm saying? And maybe you're trying to, like, as a dude, you're trying to holler at something to see what's what, blah, 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 blah. But there's a way to do it. Like, you do it, you keep the volume low, and you have your little conversation, little interaction, be like, okay. Then, you shoot your shot. And if you get in, then you get in. And that's just how that should go. But that's not the way that this tends to go. And then this whole thing, and again, I'm gonna have to dunk on New York again. This thing in New York, a motherfucker is sitting around till 3 a.m. before they even jump into the action thing is kind of whack. Like, it makes me say, why should I show up at the party at 12? I should just get there about 2 just so I can have a few conversations before I get to what I want to get to, if that's what I'm looking to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what that tells me. Like, I feel like maybe there needs to be a change in the culture of how this goes. Like, maybe start setting a tone. Like, and then, I mean, the clubs don't even have dress down situations. Like, excuse me. But to have dress down situations, you have to have enough places to put stuff so that you can dress down comfortably. So there's that part.
Yeah, I definitely think clubs should be having locks to provide. They can do them as like a rent kind of thing. Like, I don't know how they would do it, but like, I think that would be more helpful because like I've gone to a club where it's like, all right, do I have to bring my own lock? Especially if you're a first timer and, like those answers aren't on your website and all of that stuff. So I think the reason that we're not seeing a lot of play is because there's so many deterrents in place. Some places don't have showers. Some places there's people talking. Some places there's people who are dressed down and then people who aren't dressed down. And it's uncomfortable if I'm coming out in something, like skimpy and sexy, and you see somebody in their jeans and their Timbs. It's like, okay, like, excuse me, and so all of those deterrents decrease the likelihood of play.
Izzy, I agree with you. I think you walked in on the wrong end of that. But what I was saying is that I'm not trying to make it transactional. What I'm saying is that I'm a bit of a sapiosexual myself, so I do like to have conversation. I do like to talk and connect prior to. But my thing is, there's a way to do it so that you're not disturbing those who are actually engaging. Because I've seen multiple times where people started to get uncomfortable because people were just ogling and staring at them like they're a science exhibit in the thing. Like, watch, but keep it low. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a way to move. I don't know how to. I can't tell people how to have motion. Like, motion is something you either have or you don't. It's just, my thing is, try to formulate yourself to be the fly on the wall instead of being a megaphone doing play-by-play for the game. But like I said, the reason why I said the thing about coming in at 3 is because my point is that a lot of times people are sitting around for man out, and it's like, okay, I understand people got to get comfortable in their own time, but we all know people that have been coming for years and they play the same game each time. That's what I'm talking about, because if we want the new people to get comfortable, those who are the veterans got to set the tone. And the way you set the tone is by not letting yourself get jammed up with sitting around till 3 a.m. smoking 5 spliffs, like how Lala was saying. She said she trying to get up with the guy and see what's good. Dude was smoking like 5 spliffs because, he got to get himself high before he get where he need to get.
Yeah, I think that's part of the thing too, is people have to get high. They have to reach a certain level of intoxication. They have to, they have to do whatever because, that's their foreplay, so to speak. Nah, cool. Because I know, like, a person like me and like some of my friends who I connect with, they're like, all right, we came here with intention. We make our intentions known, and that's how we're moving for the night. So I think that's important.
Like I said, nobody is required to do anything. Don't get it wrong. But my thing is this. Certain spaces, like the Silver said, I love that. The room is called the Get In and Don't Say Shit room. Period. You get in there and you go do what you gotta do. If you need to do some warming up, some talking, some getting familiar, you do that shit outside the room. You understand what I'm saying? But see, I understand the smoking thing. Yeah, Lala's saying it like, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a little smoke, a little drink, whatever. But my whole thing is, if you gotta get fucking zooted just to get yourself out there, then maybe you ain't quite as ready for this as you thought you was, which is okay. But my thing is that there's nothing wrong with doing a little something to get yourself loose, but to have to imbibe tons of liquor and inhale like fucking 5 spliffs worth of smoke just to be able to get yourself started, that's a bit excessive.
And it's cool to socialize. Like, it's cool to like come in. Like, I will do that. Come in, see who all in here, say hi, make your rounds around the room. That could take like an hour for me. And then it's like, all right, cool. If I get there, if a party starts at 10, I'm probably pulling up by midnight. All right, midnight's here. I'm chilling till 1 o'clock. I'm on the prowl. Like, what's happening? What we doing?
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
and I know some people who I've gone to parties with are the ones that get the party started, which is cool with me because that's what we're here for. And then we leave and we do our own thing.
And that's how it should be. Like, you want to be like, okay, I'm here. I pulled up. I'm excited. Maybe I get something started. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even the type of person to just jump in and start the party like that. Like I said, I'm sapio. I gotta feel things out. Plus, I like to see how a woman moves or whatever, because I'm kind of, I could be a little bougie sometimes. If I see a woman hygienically isn't on point, or she just there playing and laying there waiting for the next one to climb on, I'm like, yeah, I'll pass on that. My dick deserves a clean hole to jump in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to do that. So that in itself is one of the reasons why I tend to sit back and observe. Because sitting back and observing, you get to see some of the things. So I like to feel things out. But I also do like I said, my favorite thing, and I mean, it's something that you don't see often enough at a lot of the play parties, is the orgy thing happening though. Like, you'll see a couple in this corner, a couple in that corner. They might be doing this. Somebody's over there. But just a situation where just everybody's just going in. And like, it gets so hot that the girls might even touch each other a little bit during their activity just because they're just so immersed in the fun of it. I mean, I've been to these multiple times, so I've seen this go right. But the thing is, like I said, there's a major culture of this going wrong. I think what we need is we really need our veterans to sometimes come upstairs or come into the room or whatever and go play. Like, just go
and
for
guide
it.
people to it, right? Like, I remember my first play event that I went to. They were like, "Okay, come on upstairs, Nova. There's going to be a woman orgy in this room, and there's going to be some play in this." You know what I mean? So it made me more comfortable to go upstairs.
Nothing about no goddamn woman orgy.
It made me more
you just
comfortable.
eliminated half the people from the damn crew. Like,
no, I'm saying
we want everybody to get in, and you just literally segregated it and said the women. Like, why?
You missed the other part of that. You stopped listening at woman orgy. I said it's a woman orgy in this room. It's some play going on in this room. It's some stuff over here going on in this room.
How about we just start with just getting everybody to get orgy in first? Then we can worry about the segregation between women having their own thing.
Because some women just want to play with women. That's okay. Happy Pride Month.
That's okay, but I mean, they could do that in the same room as the rest of us is in. And if everybody knows how to move respectfully, then nobody's going to touch somebody that didn't invite them.
But there were 3 rooms, and all 3 rooms were getting to pop in with its own element, and I loved that. And there was the veterans who brought me upstairs, showed me around, and showed me what was going on. Right, and that was the night that I met Jeep. That was the night I met Joy Waters. I didn't know I met her, but I did. And
listen,
it was
Miss Izzy, Miss Izzy, with your all-girl slumber parties, okay?
Yes,
sometimes. Listen, love you to death, honey, but like I said, damn that. I want something that is immersible for me too, so I can stop being motherfucking bored. Uh-oh, somebody's phone just hit the ground. Oh God. This is what happens when you're on the road trying to do the show.
On the road.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you met at the paintball.
We met where?
Joy. You met Joy at paintball. Paintball.
No, I met Joy before paintball, and then she reminded me that I met her before paintball.
Oh. I don't know. I'm just going by what she read and what she said. She might have been drunk the first time, so she might not remember.
She was the one who reminded me because I was like, nice to meet you. And she was like, oh, we met before. And I was like, oh, that was you? I'm trying to respect her anonymity. It was fun. It was fun.
Listen, I mean, that was some good times there.
Good times.
But like I said, moving forward, what do you think would be a good idea from the female perspective?
Okay.
Would be a good idea to get, like, because a lot of times, I'll say this too, men are always ready to hump most of the time. But when it comes to that, women set the tone. If women are motivated, then the motivation just kicks in for everybody. Because if men see women are ready, they coming up, they pulling up, they gonna be like, so what up, though? Condom in hand, like, so what up, though? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
So what do you think would be a good way to go about getting the women to be more motivated?
Oh, that's a good question. I think approaching women with confidence. I think not being shy. I think being more direct is helpful, right? So like, hi, my name is Max, and like I'm interested in talking to you. I don't know, whatever. But like, I think just being more direct is important because sometimes I find
I'm not talking about us though.
No,
I'm talking
I know
about from the woman's mentality. What mentally with the women can be imbued into their minds so that they come outside, then they get there and say, oh shit, okay, I'm more comfortable. Maybe I will get into a little something. You know what I'm saying?
I think the approaches are what's important. I think the host approaching, I think setting the tone of the event, I think setting like maybe even connecting people with other people while at the event. Zuri does a really great job at that. She'll be like, hey, what are you trying to get into tonight? We're going to make sure that happens, like setting your intentions. I think those things are helpful, making sure that people are comfortable, making sure that people are connected with one another. Because, most women, they want to come in, they want to see who all in here. And then they want to, they're on the prowl also. Like, let me see who, what. But if like the vibe isn't right, if people aren't dressed right, if people aren't conversing the right way, it can be all of a turn off. If the energy is off, if the host is, uppity and they're not engaged with the crowd, it's there's so many elements in the space. When I come in, an event that I want to come in and play in is an event where like the host or hostess is, hey Nova, nice to see you, good to see you here. Like, oh, this is so and so. Have you guys met before? The drinks over here. This is over. You know what I mean? And now I'm feeling more comfortable. And now I want to engage more. So I think it's about the environment and the energy being set.
And that's that's the thing. And I agree with Izzy because I really want to hear all of y'all opinions as well. Because honestly, I don't know. I don't have a dog in this fight. I just know that a lot of times I notice the women aren't that comfortable because I talk to everybody. I'm one of those people. Maybe I should host events because I know how to talk to everybody. But I don't want to host events because I got enough projects. I'm not adding another one. Joy already yelled at me saying, do I sleep? Because I added yet another project to mine. Already heavy. But anyway. But like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight. So my thing is, I just want to know. And really, ladies, this is y'all call. Y'all tell me, educate me, teach me. What does it take for y'all to feel comfortable so that when a man approaches you respectfully, you find him attractive? Because all of that can happen. But if you're not comfortable, it won't matter because you're not going to get into nothing. That literally even happened when I was at something. I was at something, the girl was definitely feeling me, like, look, gave me the whole up and down look, made it very obvious that she was attracted, but the comfort in the environment wasn't there. So it didn't go any further, even though the potential was definitely there for it to do so.
I think that like what Izzy was saying, like when you go to Izzy's Slutty Slumber Party, she's first of all, she has a group chat of women who are encouraging, empowering, and sexy sensual at the same time. So you already jump in there and you can find your corner. And then when you go to the actual event, she's like, "Oh, hey Nova, this is so and so. Have you met so and so?" And it's just such a welcoming environment, and you start meeting people that you already connected with in the chat, and it just feels good. It's beautiful. It smells good. The food is good. The drinks are good. The energy is just flowing. There's nothing you're missing,
Mhm.
and you don't feel
Okay.
like you're an outcast. You don't feel like you're a sore thumb sticking out. And she'll say, "Oh, this person's a little shy," and stuff, and then that helps the shy person. So the hostess has a lot to do with the energy that's put forth.
Right. Okay.
Hmm.
And like me, I like to wear a nice outfit. I feel
Yeah,
like coming
please.
there. I feel like coming in with a nice outfit. Like me, I don't mind if it's like a theme. Like I was comfortable. Last thing I went to, I forgot what the theme was, but
I love a good
I was able
theme.
to. I was actually wearing like some sports apparel, but that's because that was the nature of the event. So I was super comfortable because I had on Adidas pants and thing, whatever. Um, so I was able to be super comfortable. But I'm saying in general, I don't mind putting on a nice shirt. It doesn't have to be a collared shirt, but you can just dress halfway decent,
Dress
come
nice, smell
presentable,
nice.
grown and sexy. You know, it's hot, so we ain't gonna throw on blazers right now. But well,
No,
actually, it ain't that damn hot here. You could put one on for the nighttime. But anyway, let's pretend it's hot. We'll say, keep the blazers light. Maybe put on a nice shirt, nice pair of pants, a nice shoe. Like you said, make sure that you're smelling good, so this way you can, do what you got to do. But I mean, other than that, I don't see a reason why some of that can't be a thing, because maybe that also might make it a little bit more welcoming too. But again, I'm just taking guesses. Do you ladies care about how the men are dressed? And we're not talking about dress down. The dress down is a whole other conversation, which we're going to hit that in a second. But how do y'all feel about like the way, like, does the way that they come into the party, dress wise, does that make a difference as to if you'll be interested in engaging with them or not?
absolutely. Absolutely. I think we got to see you putting in the effort. Like Joy said, you got to put some effort into it. We got to know that you were intentional about what you wore. You didn't just put something on and just put anything on and it's not matching and, it don't coordinate. You're not with the theme or, all of that. It's important. Like, it's like, oh, okay, I see you, with your bop on or with your gear on or whatever. And it doesn't even have to be expensive. It just has to be intentional.
Mm-hmm. Now my
That's
shit gonna be
important.
expensive.
Yes, but and it's okay because we're not looking at the
Yeah,
cost as much as the effort. The effort means more than anything all the time.
right. And that's my thing. Is I'm more about, like, with me, I like to see a woman look nice too. Like,
Yeah.
don't just have on the hot pants with a t-shirt. I mean, just because you got the body yaddy, you put on the hot pants, little tights or whatever, and you got a t-shirt on and saying, hey, I'm outside. Look, the cleavage is showing. I got ass and titties. You want to get up on it. But as men, we not quite as picky on stuff like that. We looking more at the assets than we are the outfit. But I think, yeah, there should be a tone set.
Yes.
Put on something decent, man. You know what I'm saying? Listen, they have the 4 suit color formula where you can literally, with 4 suit colors, create like how
Yep.
many suits? Like 60 different combinations or
Yeah.
some shit like that.
Yeah.
So if you can't afford 4 suits, then you probably shouldn't be spending $100 and something to go to a lifestyle party.
Can you please have your priorities in line? That's a whole different conversation.
I mean, that's a whole different conversation. But you understand my point. You know what I'm saying? Is that you should definitely 100% have your shit together, have your outfit together beforehand. And yes, the basketball shorts need to stay home. You know what I'm saying?
That's not dressed down.
Listen, I got 90s R&B shit in my closet. I got silk outfits. I got other types of shit, pajamas even. You know what I'm saying? And if I don't have it, I can always get it. Whatever I don't have. Because it really ain't expensive. You go on Amazon and get something and it won't even cost that much. You know what I'm saying? If y'all need some ideas, I'll post some of the stuff that I have and y'all could click my link and give me a little credit for buying it. You know what I'm saying? Because I have a seller's link on Amazon. I know I do too much. Shut up, Joy. I know. But my whole thing is that all of that aside, ladies, if they come around with the basketball shorts, you can't let them slide just because, you know, they got that things dangling in their pants. And a lot of y'all be doing that. I watch y'all do. Dude with the basketball shorts be sliding if it's the right dude wearing the basketball shorts. You understand what I'm saying?
But I think that's still like a slide doesn't mean like a vibe.
You said what?
A slide doesn't mean a vibe. So like you might be able to slide, but like I might not really rock with you. I don't want to connect. I may not want to connect with you after that, you know, or want to exchange information with you, social media or phone number because you don't put effort in. But like, thanks, it was good though.
But why would they care? All they came there to do was get up, get in, get off, and get out. So that being said, they don't give a shit about if you keep in contact after. I mean, even with me, I don't need to be collecting nobody's phone numbers. I'm just trying to hang out. So we hanging out now. If we do keep in contact, that's cool. Follow my social media. I got a ton of it. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but it's not necessary for me to necessarily make it a thing. Exactly, Joy. It might just be a one and done. And not even because anything's wrong with them. It's just you were in the rotation of that moment. Mm-hmm. We vibed, we rotated, we had the moment, and then that's it. So right. If y'all really want to nip it in the bud, you just made an excuse to make the slide not a vibe. Don't no man give a fuck about that. All they give a fuck about is if, listen, yes, some men may want to carry it on, but like I said, a lot of you ladies be letting basketball short Joe slide.
Basketball short Joe.
Yeah, he walking around the halls in the hotel takeover. He got the basketball shorts, the white beater with the Nike slides on, and he going from room to room trying to do whatever. And some of y'all is letting him slide and letting him in because whatever. And like I said, I'm not hating. Like, if y'all gonna let him win, then let him win. But my whole thing is, don't complain about something that you're perpetuating.
Here you go, Max.
What? I'm making sense? The nerve of me to make sense, God damn it. I'm not supposed to make sense. I'm supposed to just sit here and just be like, no, ladies, whatever you do is right. No, we ain't doing that on this show. On this show, if you ladies are letting these guys slide with that shit, I'm going to call you out. Exactly. Nothing to say. Because at the end of the day, see, and Joy just said it. Dick be dicking, and we going, you know what? I'm going to start wearing basketball shorts because this dick be dicking. I don't even need to put on no outfits. I ain't wearing no outfits no more. Fuck that. I got basketball shorts and white beaters for days because I go to the gym and all that shit anyway. So I'm going to just put on a gym outfit and come outside. Listen, I'm here to work your ass out.
OMG.
I'm going to come with a towel over the shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
Not a towel over the shoulder.
My little gym shirt top, my gym shorts, and some slides or whatever. You know I ain't having no drawers on. Drawers is
oh my gosh.
And I'm going to just let that thing slang. Fuck it. Because y'all want, since basketball short Joe, all he got to do is be able to slang it. then shit, why am I spending money on outfits for?
Listen, shout out to what Jeep said though.
What did you? We go after that guy because the guy in the suit has a foul attitude and a horrible vibe. But I'm normally the guy in the suit or the guy in the nice outfit. And my vibe be nice and my vibe be friendly.
You're one of a kind, Maximus.
Listen, I don't want to hear that. There's other guys that's cool on here that dress nice.
You're one
There's
of a
other guys
kind.
that's cool on here that dress nice. I've seen them at the parties. Me and them be talking. And we sitting there having a conversation about whatever while we sipping some drinks. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't find that to be an adequate excuse. Shit. I see people talking cash shit in these comments, but I'm just on
They
that.
talking
Listen,
real.
if y'all going to shoot shots, shoot them. Just make sure you slam dunk them. That's all I'm gonna say.
Ooh, I love that.
Listen, ain't nothing easier than a slam dunk. That's a guaranteed 2 points. If the Knicks would have had a few more of those, we wouldn't be sitting here 2-1.
Oh man.
Oh, I was trying not to talk about that, but
I was gonna ask.
blame that on Trump anyway.
That's a fact.
Because if Trump wasn't there, I think we'd have been 3-0.
I agree.
But I'm just telling you, like Landon said, I like to come fresh to death, come with a nice outfit on, smelling like $1 million. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything smells good. You can smell my boxes. My shit's got the cologne on them joints. The only thing I ain't got cologne on is my actual skin because I ain't going to put something into my, have somebody have it in their mouth and they tasting cologne. That's nasty.
Yeah, we don't need no chemicals and stuff like that.
No. But, I'll be smelling good from head to toe. Just oil down, lotion down, whatever it is I put on. Make sure everything is what it needs to be. So
I think that's the issue. The issue is people aren't all like that, right? Like, I think like you and I are typically the exception, not the rule. I think a lot of our viewers are usually the exception and not the rule too. But generally, people come to these events, they have this entitled attitude, they have this sometimes people are really cliquish. Sometimes the host or hostess is not engaging with the people. People don't know what to do, where to go, whatever. And so it turns people off. And then you get upstairs and you make it upstairs and you got people in the hallway talking and they're not dressed down and they're, hugging and dapping up and all of that stuff. And it's like, where is the vibe? Like, where's the atmosphere has to be set.
And can we talk about the like in the play areas too, like the playrooms, the private ones? We need timers on these bitches everywhere we go. Some do, but we need all of them to have that, because that's another thing. Because sometimes you have a dope situation set up. You might have a couple of shorties, like I might do with somebody might do. And they want to have a whole session, but they trying to have that session with you. They're not trying to do all that in the open space because they just want to have a moment and just be in that moment. You should be able to chill by the playroom or say, all right, we gonna, by the time we finish socializing and bullshitting to get familiar with each other, a door should be opening saying, okay, somebody coming out because their 45 minutes is up.
Yeah.
But that's not what happens. I've literally been to places and seen motherfuckers come out at 3:30. Like, because they'll be in there just chilling, getting drinks, coming back in the room and chilling some more. And I'm just like, this ain't the chill spot. So we need that changed as well. So I kind of feel like ultimately, because I don't have like I don't have a laundry list of things to really cover on this one. But ultimately, my thing is, go ahead, what'd you say?
No, I think it's the vibe. I think it's the energy. I think it's the tone that's set for the space that creates a space of play. I have, however, heard some old timers come say, at this point, these are my friends. This is my community. So I come for that.
Let's take a read here. I like this one.
Okay,
This is
Tia.
interesting. You know who that is, huh?
Yeah, she said, what bothers me is that people reduce a lifestyle to just sex when that's never been the whole concept. Even back in the early swinging days, it was about meeting people, building friendships, and making connections inside and outside the bedroom. A lifestyle club is really no different than a regular club. The only difference is that there's a space available if people choose to be intimate. I know plenty of couples who come to parties, have a great time, socialize, and never play there.
And see, I'm one of those. Like, I go to the clubs, I might have the intent. And of course, I'm always armed and ready to go.
Oh wait, there's more.
But
There's more that didn't show up. It
oh, there's
says,
more.
it says what they do outside the party is their business. That's why all these assumptions and rules about what people should be doing at parties makes no sense to me. People do what suits them. As long as you show up, dress nice, and behave yourself, it's no rules to playing, but no talking in the playroom. I do agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
Because that shit is problematic. Like, I agree. I feel like when it comes to that part of it, I feel like there's room for the one night stand action where you literally just meet somebody at the club, catch a vibe at the club, have a fun with them at the club, and you leave it at the club. And there also is room to make like valid connections too. I mean, Lord knows all of us have done it. But the whole thing is that in doing that, there's a space in most events to do that still isn't in the play space itself, which is really what my issue is that let's get in the play space and actually play. We don't need to be in the play space and just sitting around staring at each other. There's literally people that I don't even see them talking to nobody. Like me, at least if I'm up there, even if I'm up there by myself, because I might be up there because I'm trying to feel out the room, trying to see a vibe, trying to, see if I'm going to shoot a shot or not. And even in those instances, I'm not going to be like just sitting there staring at motherfuckers. I'm going to be talking. But I'm talking quietly and I'm talking directly to them. And I have a strong voice. My voice carries. So if I could control my voice, most of y'all can control y'all. You can easily use your inside voice.
Use your inside voice.
And just, and get your quick little, your holler and whatever, blah, 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 blah. And if you want to have a deeper conversation, maybe say, listen, I would like to talk to you some. Let's go get a drink over by the bar and have a conversation and feel it out and see what it is. Because if they go with you to the bar, more than likely they're going to come back with you to the playroom because they're already shown enough interest to even want to walk somewhere with you. That's a hint.
Yeah, I think we're missing the art of seduction and communication.
Yes. So we'll say that again.
We're missing the art of seduction and communication.
Yes, because the art of seduction and communication is honestly, it's a lost art. Now, there are definitely women who have come up, even women have come up to me. Now, granted, they failed the touch question. They didn't ask first. But the way they came up to me, they still kind of asked, but kind of like if you ever went to a West Indian party, you don't walk up to somebody and ask them to dance. You come close to them, and if they don't move away, you get a little closer, start dancing with them. So I feel like that's what some of these women do. It's like they'll come close to me, they'll say something. If I'm throwing them a vibe back, like I might say something flirtatious back, okay, their next step is, and they might start doing this or something or whatever. And if I'm not backing up or saying anything, then, they'll proceed and, we proceed on what we got to proceed on. It might get shit popping. I feel like that art is not really that well used.
Right.
I feel like you can't just walk into somebody and say, "Hey, you want to fuck?" I mean, there are people you can say that to, but most of the time, those are the people you know. There are people who, even if you don't know them, might respond positively to that. But err on the side of caution and just assume that maybe that's not the best approach.
Right. Art of seduction.
That part. So yeah, let me see. Joy said, if you're trying to play with no time limit, you better be doing it in public. Because Landon said, don't be putting no time limit on my activity. And that's fair. If you're going to have a time limit on the activity, or no time limit on activity, and you're in the open space, then shit, you go for it until the night's over.
Right. Enjoy.
Nobody's gonna say nothing. Have at it. But anyway, what else you got, Joy? I said Joy. What else you got, Nova? Before we land.
What else do I have? So let me look at the flyer to see what we said, because I think that is important. Because I think this is a common complaint in the lifestyle, though. And I think the complaint happens mostly amongst the men and not the women. So we said mix or mingle, play at play parties. Yeah, like what are I think the intention, how do you set your intention before the party?
You have to know, much like if you're in a couple, you have that conversation with your partner, understanding the terms of how y'all gonna move, blah, 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 blah. Once you've established that, you don't need to discuss it every time per se. If it's a given that it's the same every time.
Right.
If there's anything that any addendums or anything that should be done, y'all cover that before you come to the party. If you're coming by yourself, you tell yourself mentally, okay, this is my plan. This is what I intend. This is what I'm looking forward to do. And if there's, and I'll see what possibilities lie from there. I
know I usually give myself a curfew.
That's fair. If that's your way of organizing your activity, then that's cool too. It's all about, there's no real right or wrong way to do this. It's just a matter of you find a routine that works for you to get you ready for the, for the event that you're coming to. But for God's sakes, try to come sober. So you can check out the entire environment first. You want to get high or drunk then, that's fine. Try to have a designated driver or take an Uber. But that's like I said, those are going into whole other conversations, which is like party prep and so on and so forth. Also, if you're a guy, make sure you have your condoms. Girls, make sure you have some on you, because sometimes guys don't have none. Or you might catch them in a moment where they have their bag over there, but they're over here and you want them right now. You can pull one out your bag and say, don't worry, baby, I got it. Hand it right to you, slide the joint on, bam, you in there.
And can we just do like a consensus to bring Skins non-latex or any non-latex?
I mean, that is the preferred one that most people in the LS tend to like.
Yes.
But to be fair, some people, I don't try to tell people what condom to use, only because a person's condom preference is their preference. I ain't gonna tell a man what to put on his joint. Like, that's wild. You gotta pause all of that, because that's a whole AO. I'm not about to tell men what to put on. Like me, I fuck with the Skins heavy.
Yeah, most people do.
But I will say the Skins don't last a long time. Like, if you humping with them Skins, you gotta pay attention, because them shits will thin out. If you're a marathon person like me, the skin will wear out before you do. So you gotta be on the dean with that and saying in your head, okay, this shit is about to wear down. Let me go switch real quick. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like other than that, come to the parties and be ready to play if you're gonna come out. Or if you are coming out as a voyeur, come out with that mindset too. You know what I like, and I will say I like this. I think what should be at every party is everybody should do like Zuri does this at her party. You have the color coded bracelet.
Oh
The
yeah.
color coded bracelet. It's cheap. It's just a little piece of paper you tie on your wrist. Don't cost no money. You get those color coded bracelets, and each color represents what that person's there for. If they're there just to be a voyeur, they're there just to be a voyeur. If the couple is just there to play in the open, but not swap and or play outside of that, they should have a color coding for something similar to that, and
Mm-hmm.
so on and so forth. You understand what I'm saying? So they can have like one, for if they're just there and they're new, they could get one different color. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So you just give them many different color options. This way, when you see somebody, you can look at their wrist real quick and be like, oh, she's open to play. Okay, well, let me see what's up. Oh, blah. Oh, she's not open to play. She's got the red one on. Okay, I'm going to let her be. I might speak to her, say hi, and tell her I think she's attractive, but, I'll be like, I know you're not here for that. You're here to observe. That's cool. I think that would alleviate some of the shit too.
Yeah. Part of setting up the scene, setting up the tone, setting up the atmosphere. And I love the fact that she does it upon entry. So when you look at the
Mm-hmm.
bracelets, you know what you're getting into. And it
Right.
also gives people their choices on how they want to engage and how they want to be publicized. I think one of the things that's also a deterrent is pictures. People are taking pictures, they have photographers at their events, and some people don't want to be on camera. Some people have
Mm-hmm.
careers, or just because they don't feel like being on camera, they don't want to.
That's fair. And if you don't want to be on camera, nobody should be taking pictures of you. But shit like that does tend to happen where somebody's taking a
Mm-hmm.
picture of themselves, and in the background, somebody's haunching. They didn't ask to be in that picture. That's why there should be designated spaces to do your picture taking. You create a step and repeat, let the people take their pictures over there. Step and repeats, they cost a couple of dollars, but they're not nothing too crazy. And you do that, and you get the color coded bracelets, and then you have the conversations beforehand. And this is
Mm-hmm.
where also what will speed up the process is if your same group of people who are coming to the event also have attended meet and greets that y'all done prior. Because if y'all attend the meet and greets, then when you're seeing them again at the play situation, you're able to tell them, like, you're able to just walk up to them because at this point you've developed a rapport. So you won't have to sit there and just be like, I gotta start cold and see what's up. Nah,
Exactly.
you could look at Judy and be like, hey Judy, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Da, da, da. And then, y'all could pick up where y'all left off. Next thing you know, slapping and clapping. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really, like, legit just depends on, what your particular preference may be in there.
Mm-hmm. 100%.
So,
100%.
but I mean, other than that, I kind of feel like we can land a plane on this one.
Yeah.
11. I got a couple announcements and stuff, so
Yes, and we have an announcement for next week, because next week is our women's round table, our ladies round table. I need another lady. We need another lady to join. We need you in the building, ladies. We got some really good questions that we're going to ask. Max and I have already talked about some of them. So next week is our ladies roundtable. Make sure that you tune in. It's right before Juneteenth. It's right before Father's Day. We about to be in here talking about some stuff.
Yes. Tell us how you've been on worshiping us fathers. because I want to be worshipped. And know that does not mean I'm trying to hang with my child. I hang with my child on regular day. Father's Day is for me, not for me to spend my money. My money stays in my pocket. I don't even know if I want to drive on Father's Day.
You shouldn't have to.
Sit there. Listen, if I could get my pole glazed, that'll be great. I'll just sit right here in the crib and enjoy the glazing. But my whole thing is, in all seriousness, I feel like Father's Day sometimes is an overlooked day. So
and it shouldn't be.
For me, I didn't celebrate it because I didn't speak to my father. I still don't. But my whole thing is, I would like, now that I'm sitting in that seat, I want it to be really enjoyable. So we'll see what happens.
And it should
maybe I'll
be.
even come out with something for that. Wait, what date is it anyway? I never remember the date.
The 21st. I knew what day Father's Day was this year before this year even came in, because I have an amazing dad. Whoever watches the show knows that I'm a daddy's girl. I love my dad. He's phenomenal. He's a great man, great Black man. My brothers are phenomenal dads, very present, very active, very engaged. And so I think that Father's Day is phenomenal. And for Father's Day and Juneteenth to be right around the same time, shout out to freedom and celebration of the culture.
You already know. I had to put my fist on the right part of the screen. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Juneteenth, we definitely going to acknowledge that, acknowledge all of this stuff. May I even come up with some definitions just to explain to people what Juneteenth actually is?
Yes.
Don't know. We're not going to make the whole show about that, but we definitely during the show can mention that just to educate those who may not know or understand what that actually is about.
It's vital.
Saying? Because Juneteenth is legit our Independence Day.
Yep.
But
absolutely.
Anyway, let me see, because I got this here. I want to throw a couple of shout outs out. Let me see, what do I have here? I'm gonna start off with this.
Okay.
Let me take the ticker down. Come on, ticker, go away. All right, I'm gonna start off with this. Got Summer Remedy going on. That's July 26th. It's a Sunday. It's a day party, so you'll be able to get home in time to get some rest. It's gonna be a great vibe. No LS pressure. It's a vanilla event, but great music, great times, great people, beautiful people there. A lot of sexy ladies there. All of that stuff. So I would say, put this in your calendar. Set this up to come out. The link to this can be found in my bio on IG, or you can find it in my bio on Facebook. Or if you have any questions, you can screenshot this and ask them, or you can DM me, or whatever after the show. So that's my first little shout out. I just wanted to do that real quick. Also, we want y'all to know that the show is sponsored by people like you, because this show needs promo in the worst way. But in order to do that promo, we need to raise funds for these things. These things are not cheap. It's bad enough we ain't even getting paid for our time because we need our AdSense. But this, if we're able to grow the channel, this will allow our AdSense to actually happen. So that's not it. Excuse me. Wrong thing. Pardon. What the fuck? Where is it? Oh, here it is. Boop. So you can use that information there. And any of those methods, all proceeds that are collected on behalf of the social experiment are used for the social experiment and nothing else. So you could either, if you have a phone scan, you could click the barcode in the top left corner. If not, you can just copy this information right here and send that way, and send your donations that way. This way we can actually, continue to grow this and progress. Because like I said, we desperately need more subscribers to this page just to
Yes.
keep the lights on, because
Mhm.
these lights are starting to dim a little bit because ain't no motherfucking shit. You know, the donations a little light. We gotten some, but you know,
We
they
have
still
gotten
light.
some. We
Yeah,
appreciate y'all.
so and definitely do.
Mhm.
Matter of fact, also wanted to let me see. I want to
Mhm.
shout out this. When is this? August 1st is an adult water park trip. You can get at Jazzy Curves for that. She has the information. Screenshot this flyer, take this information, and you know, see what's what. You want to get with that. I know they have transportation available too, so you can hit them up for that, and you know, do all the things that come with that shit. This one, this is going down
Oh yeah,
July
it's the
24th
BLX
and
event.
25th. So imagine you can make a whole weekend rocking with us. Like you could do the BLX thing July 24th and 25th, and
Mhm.
then on the 26th, end it with a nice day party. Go to the day party, do the 1-2 step,
Mm.
and then go home and take Monday off. Call it a nice little weekend. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'd say take off that Friday and that Monday. Y'all got advance notice, so y'all have an opportunity where y'all can free up and make the weekend a party weekend. That's
Mhm.
lit.
I love
That's
it.
lit. I'm not sure with this one. Oh, that passed already. Yeah. So, aside from that, of course, I am gonna plug this because some of y'all backs be cracking,
Mhm.
and I am a talented person when it comes to this thing. I've had some really good reviews, and um, if you're interested, the information is below, or you know, you could DM me or whatever to book your session. Understand there's a deposit that has to be done just to hold your spot, and you can pay
Mhm.
for it when you actually come that day. But I prefer you clear it beforehand just to make things smoother. All right, and last but not least, for those of you who need to get your relationships in order, Maximus is here to help. And he is here to cover all different types of things. You might even need help just putting a dating thing together, a dating profile together, and understanding what is needed so that you can be successful. Or if you're
Mhm.
in a relationship and you can't seem to communicate with one another, you might need a medium like myself that can interpret things into a way that maybe you aren't able to convey to them. Because that's
Yes.
definitely a thing too. Sometimes you need a filter just to make the connection work right. So that's pretty much it. The information is at the bottom. You can call a number or text or and email via the information below. But yeah, Nova,
Thanks for
any
rocking with
last
us,
words before we
guys.
part? Mm-hmm.
Tonight was a really. I think that tonight's show was really interesting and helpful. These shows are always helpful, but it gives more information and insight on how to be appropriately prepared for events. Right, that's what we need to know: how to be prepared. Of course, consent is sexy. Enthusiastic verbal consent. We love that. Um, yeah, it's been a great night. I've been tired of this show only because I've been hanging out with my new 1-year-old nephew,
Mm-hmm.
godson, all day in Baltimore, and it's been a beautifully busy day. Um, it's been a beautifully busy day, and then me and my best friend of 30 years just went out to dinner. It's been amazing. So I'm tired, but I'm excited about next week's show. I'm excited about our ladies roundtable, and I'm excited about the things that the social experiment is doing. And I'm excited that Max is going to let us call us socialites, and it's going to be a beautiful
Social.
it's going to be a beautiful crew of people. And I just want to shout out our supporters because we want and
Yes.
more, but the ones that we have, y'all are loyal, y'all are true, y'all show up, y'all set your alarms, you rock with us every week. And we appreciate y'all so much. So when we make it to the top, we gotta make sure I got VIP tickets all the time.
Yes, that is very much appreciated. Can't say that enough. That's
Mhm.
why I say sometimes you can't help get people to come to the show because people got to want to come on their own or whatever. But what you can do is there are many people who are looking for a show like this that don't know it exists. And they won't know it exists until the algorithm pushes it. In order for the algorithm to push it, those donos got to be hitting because us just taking it out of pocket while already not getting paid to do the show, which means we're taking a loss to be on here, is not a sustainable model. So in order for us to keep this thing going, it will definitely require, like significant donations. Like if everybody even gave $1, the difference that would make, so I mean, in closing, the only thing I have left to say is thank you for supporting us. Thank you so much. Really appreciate a round of applause again for that. Really, really appreciate it. But again, I'ma just let y'all see it one more time because I heard somebody said they wanted to see it again. So I'm gonna put it there for them. Bam. That's the information. You can screenshot that information, use it to hit us up and do whatever donations there, and we'll be very appreciative, and it'll go right to the promo for the show. So again, we thank y'all for y'all time because that's the most valuable thing that you could ever offer us.
Absolutely.
Is your time and attention. And we definitely are grateful for that, not taking that for granted at all. So with that being said, y'all can have yourselves a good night, be safe, and we will catch y'all next week with the ladies round table. And after that, I think we go on break for a couple of weeks, right? Yeah, so after the ladies round table, we're on break for a couple of weeks. So y'all be safe out there. We'll catch y'all next week. No?
Good night.
Good night. And peace.